What's happening, fandoms? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we react to music videos and shows. Today, we're back on The Expanse. We're in Season 4, Episode 5, almost halfway through this season. It's going so fast. This one's called Oppressor. In the last episode, we got almost entirely new storylines as far as I'm concerned. Almost nothing from this episode was in the books. The early introduction of Marco and Naros and them tracking him down as a pirate and questioning him and basically holding an impromptu trial for him. None of that was from book 4. It's all to set up his character, who becomes so very, very important in the next book. He's a very important figure from Naomi's backstory. And in the books, we never really touched on him at all until book 5. And so having him introduced early will help us, the audience, build our feels about him, whatever those might be. The other significant thing that's going on, I'm told, is Bobby's story this season is being adapted from one of the novellas. And I have not consumed any of the side material, none of the short stories, none of the novellas. I'm aware that they exist, but I've only read the core books 1 through 6. So all of this storyline is completely brand new to me. And it's very interesting to have these plot lines that I have no idea where they're going and I cannot predict them. It makes things a little bit more interesting. Although I do feel bad for Bobby because, man, her storyline in book 4 was very pleasant, and it was just so nice to see her. I mean, they would check in on her occasionally, but almost nothing bad ever happened. And this storyline is awful. She's basically been ensnared into a criminal organization, and they're using blackmail and ransom and kidnapping and all sorts of things to basically force her to do their will. And she's gone to jail and then eventually just surrendered to it and joined the organization. And I can't wait to see where that goes. So I guess we'll just go ahead and dive in and see what happens. Let's go. If you'd like to see full-length versions of this episode and all of our other shows, they're available on our Patreon. The link is below.
The first episode of every season is available for free to watch on our Patreon.
Thank you. Oh.
Careful.
Flashbacks.
Did that remote even work?
I wired it myself. It will work.
Oh, wow. In this version of the story, Lucia is super involved.
They're here. 10 hours early.
No, leave it.
We have to remove the charge. The drive will set it off.
No!
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Big surprise for landing, eh? They got it coming then. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Loose now!
Oh boy, she's way more complicit in this version of the story.
What happened?
In the books, she wasn't really involved at all.
I'll just knocked you out while I was packing your wounds. Trade places with me and then we'll talk about it.
Don't be an asshole. I saved your life out there.
Maybe.
Oh, really? You think you could take on all my men by yourself?
I had a shot.
You're so fucking weird.
I'd put odds on Amos against all those men.
In here!
Shit.
We have a situation.
I'm well aware.
Yeah. Amos doesn't answer to you, and neither does Holden.
Unlock him.
Not gonna happen. Put the gun down.
Don't kill her. She just hasn't figured out her boss is a dick.
You stay out of it.
Hey, give me the key and walk away.
You and your friend here assaults me and my people, but I'm the bad guy. Maybe I just got that kind of face.
He kind of does.
You had to tell your story.
Oh, that's funny.
At a murder trial. One way or another, we all answer for what we've done.
That's hilarious that they
Tell everyone to pack.
pointed out that actor's
The Belters leave too.
tendency to play bad guys.
Get everyone round up.
That's great.
This evacuation is real, but you and I better be the last two people on their shuttles. Disable the safeties, rig it up for remote piloting, and put it on a proximity trigger.
You want me to make it into a bomb?
I want you to make it into an option.
Yep. This guy's such a
Have the
dick.
Belters broadcast any of these images?
No, ma'am. RCE said the Edward Israel was the only ship recording it.
In that time, immigration between zones.
Use simpler diction. Just say people moving instead.
This is a waste of my time.
What is she practicing for? Is this a debate?
Who the fuck cares about any of this?
Food allotment will be a key campaign issue.
Yep.
James
She's
Holden and a
campaigning.
bunch of Belters are fucking up our first exploration of an alien world. But yes, let's talk about the grain shipments.
No matter where the debate leads, we need you to come off as more approachable.
She's not,
Nurturing.
though.
The caring family matriarch. It tested.
Get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. She's a strong, no-nonsense bitch, and that's how she is. Come on.
They're trying to help.
I don't know if you're using Mercury or he's using you. But if we leave, they'll never let us come back.
You can't come
You
back.
go if you want to.
Yeah. These people have no home. This is their only place. It's really sad,
Islands,
but
where all that weird lightning ended up, they've started putting off heat like a supervolcano on a planet with no volcanoes.
I understand you saw
The
the thing
eyes.
that Holden destroyed.
I did. I told him not to.
It's fine. I want to hear about this alien technology. Every detail.
yeah, the eye infection is getting foretold. I guess it's not early. We're moving along at the same rough pace. It's just 10 episodes is only 10 episodes, you know? Man, I love how well they portray Gravity. Well, Zero G. She looks weightless. Just amazing.
Yeah, she's here.
And she is all right.
I didn't ask if she was all right. I said I need to talk to her.
Okay, cool your jets there, friend. I'll transfer you over.
Yeah, why are you getting all...
Your husband, he wants to talk to you.
Safety belts on the bunks. Yep.
All these terrible things you've done, they didn't save us. All they did was destroy the only thing we had left.
Damn. Ooh. Very interesting. Oh, what? What's... Oh. What's happening? Oh, she's bleeding out. Did she just pass out in Zero G? Is that what that looks like?
Trouble.
Damn. Man, everything is so tense here. No one wants to leave. They're fighting for territory. So many people are gonna die.
None of this happened until you showed up. And when I ask you about it, you deflect.
It's complicated.
Yes, exactly like that.
It's just
Complicated. Need to know. None of my business. Enough of that shit. You are connected to this, and you are withholding information.
I like this change in her character. This is cool.
You're right.
She's perceptive.
And yeah, there are
Makes sense for a
some things
scientist.
I've kept to myself.
Well?
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This is not good. Shit. These guys.
They can go in peace, but we will not be forced from our homes again.
Is this just us, or is she broadcasting this?
I don't see why she wouldn't.
Broadcasting it
Chances are
to
tomorrow it'll be all
the
over
system.
news feeds back home.
Fantastic. You look like you're having a good time.
I do enjoy the clarity of these moments. Now you see what I've been working with. But I am going to gas every belter in the camp. Anyone I find with a gun is going to be disarmed and restrained, and the rest will be kept sedated until they can be taken up to their ship and sent on their way.
That's a
I won't
lot.
ask if you have any objection, but I honestly don't give a fuck now.
He's so good at this. Damn. No wonder he's typecast. Copenhagen is underwater. Wow.
I helped avert that disaster, and afterward I brought to justice the men who weaponized the proto-molecule. You
Yeah.
ask how I would protect Earth from another Eris incident? That's a good question. And here is my answer.
Same way I did.
Same way I did last
Yep.
time.
Yep. That's a proven track
Our
record.
next question
Like
comes
it.
from the Eurasia Trade Zone.
And it's on the Belters too.
Yeah. Holden's got his savior complex.
For taking hostages now. They're not children.
They have no idea what's really going on here. Still playing out the old squabbles.
Don't decide for them. Tell them the truth and let them decide for themselves.
All right. Go Naomi.
You know, I used to be the one saying things like that.
I took it upon myself and made you a little broth.
Oh, yeah. She's
Lucia, you all right in
not
there?
okay. Good thing he's checking on her. Yeah. Go in there, buddy. You can do it.
Go lock override.
Yeah, all right. I'm not trying to intrude upon you or nothing. I just thought you might enjoy a little.
Yeah.
Naomi! Lucy, listen to me. I need your help, okay? I've never done this before. Please.
She's gonna
tell
operate
me
on
what to do.
herself.
Help me, please.
No.
She wants to die? Is that what's happening?
But do not make me tell your daughter I had to let you die. Fucking tell me what to do!
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A little laser cauterization. Wow.
Hey. I got it. Got it.
Oh, man. Ooh. I should have known that they were gonna. No, how would I know?
Start the cleanup.
I'm unarmed!
Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
Me and him.
Doing what Jim always does.
What do you want?
I want to talk.
I've been on the basic rules since I was born.
She has become my top security consultant. My third alternate was Christoph Heimer.
Wow, she was ready
Sadly,
for
he
this
died of an
line.
overdose and never got off the rolls. George and Fan would both have had to fail for him to get a chance. Because that's the lie. isn't it? 6,000 people fight for one slot, and we say anyone can make it, any one of those 6,000.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Can you not see where I am?
We have a security situation.
Shit.
What is the security situation, I wonder?
What are we looking at?
3 hours ago, this ship went off its course. The transponder IDs her as a sign-on, out of Triton.
And its path?
It was heading towards Luna, but 20 minutes ago it shifted. It's on a collision course with Sentinel-19. Ma'am, we cannot
Ma'am, we just
afford
got a
to...
flash from Signal Intelligence. The drive signature on record also matches a colony ship called the Sojourner.
The one the Belter said was lost to scrap?
I see. It's a Belter plot.
Kill it. Destroy the ship immediately.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. Well, we're getting some early signs of what the Belter's plan is. Interesting. Boom.
We're supporting colony ships instead of stranding them out where they're easy prey for piracy. It wouldn't have.
Man, she is absolutely taking advantage of everything to support her stance. I don't remember her having to have a significant campaign opponent in the books. We barely focused on Christian at all during this arc. Yep.
I'm telling you something you need to know if you're going to live.
I don't understand.
I have a family now. Certainly not one I would have expected. But
Yeah.
I love them.
The Rossi crew is her family. That's
I have a life.
lovely.
I like living.
I haven't had that. Not in years.
All we did was buy you a little time. You decide what you want to do with it.
Very nice. Therapist Naomi. Huh. Who would have thought? Belter to Belter.
That thing in his head is giving him answers.
Oh, he's just a crazy person with a few lucky guesses.
Wow, yeah, this is
I believe
hard
whatever I'm in
to
contact
swallow.
with is turning on all the old technology here to try and understand what happened to its creators, and I don't think it's going to stop. I'm not even sure it can stop.
You're saying these alien artifacts are responding to something that you're doing. Is there any way we can use that to control them?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. If we leave here, we can't go to some other system and find a lithium deposit like this. Maybe you did make it worse, but this place is our only hope.
Yeah.
We're not giving it up.
Gonna kill a
What happens if
lot
you
of
leave?
people, though.
If you're in contact with it, why don't you just go?
Here, it's happening.
Oh my God.
They're gonna just end it right there. Yep. Okay. I've been waiting actually for that to occur for like 2 episodes. Very interesting. I don't want to jump ahead because I don't know how they're shifting this story or not, but suffice it to say that the real enemy here is not each other, and it's soon going to be apparent that they're gonna have to fight for their very survival just to be alive. We're getting some interesting departures from the original book story. The campaign for UN Secretary General is absolutely something that I haven't seen before. and her opponent and her cheating the basic system. It's very interesting. It really serves as a commentary on how those social programs for Earth function. It gives us, the viewers, a little bit of a better view of conditions on Earth for most people. It's not pleasant. It's not at all pleasant, and many people live a absolutely subsistence lifestyle, very close to homelessness, and just it's pretty awful for basically billions and billions of people, because the Earth is overpopulated. There's not enough jobs, there's not enough money, there's not enough of anything basically on that planet. And to be honest, it feels like, given that that's true, Nancy's plan, Nancy Gao, Christian's opponent, is a really good one. Let's ship these people off and let them have a maybe better lifestyle, many other planets. But what's happening on Ilus is an interesting example of what might be waiting on some or all of these other planets. And it's about to get awful there. I'm very much enjoying Amos and the security officer, Wei. Her last name is Wei. I forget her first name. I'm very much enjoying their interaction and the little relationship that's building there. That is fun. And the thing that occurred to me recently after some comments about some changes, we've had a couple of shifts that happened due to actors not being available. For example, Arjun, Christian's husband, I mean, the actor that portrayed him in earlier seasons was just delightful. He's such a cool guy. And I was afraid that they had to recast him because he had died, but I'm told he just had a different job and they were forced to recast. I'm kind of liking the new guy now. He has a different sort of a charm, but you mourn the loss and then you move on, right? Another shift that they made, partially, I guess, due to actor commitments, was part of the RCE security crew in the book was Miller's old partner, Havelock. And Havelock served as a point of contact up on the ship in orbit. And he apparently got a big role. I think they said it was on Hawaii Five-0, a big TV show that he had a commitment to, and as a result wasn't able to continue his role here. And so the shift that we're seeing, that's the result of that, I believe, is that there's a second scientist up on the RCE ship that we've seen everyone communicating with as the point of contact up there. And in the books, that scientist was on the planet, and he had other things that he was doing, but I believe that he's serving as a replacement for our Havelock character that was in orbit and basically the primary point of contact when anybody needed anything from their orbiting ship. So some interesting changes. The huge change from characterization perspective is that Lucia is taking on the role that her husband played in the books. In the books, Lucia was aware that things were happening because of her position in the community, but she wasn't involved. She wasn't there rigging the bombs. She wasn't doing those things. Those things were done by her husband. And it is a very interesting shift. She's up in orbit on the Rocinante. Her husband was the one in orbit. She's the fugitive from justice instead of her husband. And it's definitely making for a very compelling story, because Lucia is a very sympathetic character. She's a doctor and a mother, and it raises the tension somehow. And it's the same but different. And I'm not sure what role her replacement husband Jacob is going to serve, but he doesn't seem to be a community leader or anyone that is sought out for advice. We've only seen him in connection directly with Lucia, and he seems less important than Lucia was when she was in that role. So it's like they invested all of the power of that family into the one character, and just condensed it down. Now, the Mertry versus the Belters is pretty much going exactly how I expected. He takes every opportunity to escalate. He has these really rotten ideas about how to deal with people. He in earlier episodes, when he had bugged all of their community and learned of the plot of these people to do an attack, he preemptively just murdered all of those people, even though they were about to be guilty of terrorism and murder themselves. It still feels like kind of like vigilante justice. It's not exactly the way things go in a civilized society. It's like him being judge, jury, and executioner all in one, and that offends the democratic justice concept that we all have in a civilized world. Him just deciding that they're guilty and they need to die, that feels bad, man. I especially loved in this episode where they basically, with his dialogue, called out the fact that he's just got that kind of face, the face of a bad guy. And it's just so funny because, man, he is always playing a bad guy, that actor. And it's that was very, very meta and self-referential, and I just loved it. Very much enjoying this show. Absolutely. The visuals are stunning. I'm loving the changes to the story. They're all in service of escalating tensions and preloading us with, different plot points that come later. We're getting tiny little hints about what the Belters' plot is going to lead to later. I don't want to go deep into that because it's probably still pretty far forward. But loving how they are, how they're proceeding through these stories. And I appreciate all of you folks who've come along with me for this ride and this journey. Thank you so much for all the subscriptions and all the likes and comments, and all that stuff helps with the algorithm. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video.